camp.
How you know that's what's in there? How can you tell? All right, so y'all have seen these before, but just to show you, this is going in the trailer. QA1 drive shaft, carbon fiber. That's what we got in all three cars. Yeah, that's what it is, a steering rod.
That's our, that's our pretty.
Yeah.
That's our sway bar.
Yeah, Anyway, QA1 carbon fiber drive shaft. That's actually going to be a spare, but that is what we got in all three cars now. And we got something important over here that we're going to see what it is.
Sensitive to the heck.
Okay. There's a story behind this, but I want to see it first. I'm kind of interested here to see what we got. Be careful with that knife.
What the hell? Welcome.
Welcome.
Oh. Okay. What's that?
No, that's a hat rack or something.
I'm not sure.
Key rack, maybe?
This one doesn't say anything.
I think it says welcome.
This one's
Horsefoot.
horseshoes.
Oh, I see what this says. Oh wait, actually I don't.
We're going to have to lay these out on the ground so we see what they are.
Pretty neat. Look at that.
Oh yeah, cross. There we go.
Cool.
So these are all out of horseshoes, is what this is. All right, so this all came from Justin's Horseshoe Art. Justin sent it to us, and we're pretty happy to have it. I know Shadow's gonna like those hearts there, but y'all can check him out at justinshorseshoeart.com. We'll leave that link in the description. Justin came on board. We got a level on Patreon if you want to join us on Patreon, or if you're over there on Patreon already. We do a weekly podcast, do some bonus videos from the track, that kind of thing. But we do have a level on there where you can pay monthly to have the content, but also to be a sponsor and have a small sticker on the race car. So we're happy to have Justin and Justin's Horseshoe Art on board, and we're pretty proud of the horseshoe art that we have here. We'll be getting a sticker on the car here soon. Y'all check them out at justinshorseshoeart.com. We're gonna learn something today, I can already tell it. And we're gonna put Jesse back to work on tires. He's been missing out on all that tire work since Cameron's been doing it for us.
You did.
Well, I don't want you, losing your trim figure because you're not getting enough physical exercise in because you haven't been doing tire work. Anyway, Cameron, he's been doing our tires at his shop, but we got him here today, and he was in the area, so he's coming by, and we're gonna do some tire work here. We got 4 open late model tires here, 1350s, right?
1780.
Yeah, 1350s is what they are. 30 a set, right? Set of tires here for this weekend, going on that car to go race super late models at Deep South Speedway, weather permitting. We're gonna get them mounted up, get them sized up, grooved and siped up. Whatever it is Cameron says he does when he takes them to the spa. We're gonna get some of it done here today anyway.
Yeah, still gotta go to the spot.
Yeah, we'll get some of the process out of the way here. Maybe we'll learn something about tires while we're doing it. All right, while Cameron's getting his tools, and we'll get tires laid out, or Joseph will get them laid out, whatever. Here's what's going on. So, Mississippi State Super Late Models, Deep South Speedway, Saturday night. That's April 17th. Weather pending, weather permitting. That's where we'll be racing this thing. That's what we got to have the tires mounted for. Last time we ran this, Joseph won. Right, that was the last time we ran it, wasn't it? Won at Tri-County. Last time we ran Super Late Models at Deep South, we won going back to last year. Backup plan if it rains out, Southern Raceway. We got 2 options basically. The weather's not looking great. This is plan A. Plan B is Southern Raceway with a 604 crate if Deep South rains out and Southern doesn't. So that's what's going on. You guys that follow us close, you'll have to keep an eye on the Facebook pages, that kind of thing, to see if the weather lets us race this weekend. Oh, are we still on for 5 Flags? I haven't canceled that yet.
I don't know, yeah.
And we're still planning on going to 5 Flags with Jeremy Pate's Outlaw Late Model. Weather's not looking great for that either, but we'll see. Okay, now you can stretch the air hose out. Jesse's been sitting there waiting on me so he can make some noise. Now you can get to work. All right, so I'm assuming step 1 is going to be mount the tires.
Yep, step 1 is going to be taking the B-lock ring off.
I think he was trying to tell us to get to work. Y'all should have a race, see which one gets it mounted quicker.
Look, Jonathan, it's about quality.
Just do this. Roll the top edge. Watch it.
I told you were going to learn something today.
Yeah, it said something. How many people do you know that actually put a V-lock together and all of a sudden it's still legal?
Well, I know a guy. These wheels get a memory.
They get a memory?
Absolutely.
Like muscle memory type of thing?
Well, I mean,
Aluminum memory.
when you over torque a bolt or whatever, it gets a little indentation or something. Could be, you know, you torque everything down, it can just put a slight inconsistent contour into the V-lock ring.
Especially when you already got a bent ring.
Well, if you get some more, it'd be good.
Yeah. All right. So we lined, we're talking about, we lined the, where'd you line? Valve stem, there you go.
Yep.
VS is for valve stem. And that way it's the same way every time?
Yep.
Is that the idea there?
Obviously, we'll go back and forth.
Yeah, diagonally there, crisscross. What are we torquing them to?
Oh, that's a hidden secret.
Oh, that's a, oh, okay.
21.3 pounds.
21.3.
Yeah, that's kind of a good number.
Yeah.
Depending on the racetrack.
Oh, is that right? Did you?
Bristol, it was 150. He's not doing
Oh, you missed one, Jesse. He got about 3 good pulls on it.
You don't want to overlock them when the impact is the thing.
Right, exactly.
The single most important thing you can do, over torque your bead bolts. No, the single most important thing you can do as a race team is make sure that your bead-lock bolts are not too torqued.
Yeah.
Listen, let's call this video How to Mount a Dirt Late Model Tire 101.
Yep.
What do you think, Cameron?
Yep.
I plead the fifth.
It's,
Works for
it's
me.
the how we do it 101.
Give it all a couple ooga doogas and call it real. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. Nope. Oh, crap.
Everything
I made it. What are you talking about? Listen,
man,
what the people here, and you might not know, is if me and Joseph is doing something, if we're doing it doesn't matter what it is. If we're doing the same thing simultaneously, it is automatically a race.
Oh, yeah.
Without being
The other day
said,
when you was racing,
when you were racing,
we put the hood on. It's always a race with you when you put the hood pins in
Yeah.
and flip them down the fastest. And I
we
kicked
were
it,
racing.
but-
We didn't say it. No one else knew we were racing, but we both knew we were racing.
Like these hood pins, and we're
Shoving it.
And you
I
lost.
lost. You know it's a race because when we got done, he gave me a little look like, I beat you.
wow. What's the proper air pressure to seat the bead?
Well,
Things on chalk mark.
and then we go up to 35 and let it down.
35. Do you let it set there at all for sizing purposes,
It
or?
just depends on what I'm trying to achieve.
Well, if you look at this tire, it's kind of a short chalk mark.
Yeah. It's pretty close. 35.
All right, so we got them mounted up.
That's right.
Now we're measuring with our Weir's machine stagger gauge.
That's right.
They gonna come up where you wanted them. We got to do some stretching.
I think we're good.
All right, that's what we like to hear.
We're within 0.03 of being right on the money for the front.
Well, I would call that right on the money.
It's pretty close.
We're gonna tell them what you run there.
Not necessarily.
Okay, y'all don't get to look at what he's writing down. For basic understanding, your right side tires are a little bigger than your left side, at least on the front. On the back, your right side's a lot bigger than your left. But that's a basic synopsis of rollout.
Those are too big of a word. That's too big of a word.
Synopsis?
Yeah, spell it.
Summary. IT.
IT.
You said spell it.
Ooh, that's a small tire.
Is it?
Didn't air up high enough.
Oh god, it needs an inch.
All right, so this one came up short, right rear.
We knew it. We knew it was.
So we're gonna So we're gonna blow it up and stretch it. Stretch it. What do you blow it up to?
100.
Yeah. Not and live to tell about it.
Probably 36.5.
If the sun was shining, would you put it out in the sun to stretch it?
If it doesn't stretch at 35 to 37 pounds or so.
You ain't gonna get much out of it.
But the cool thing about that weird stagger stick is it takes the dummy proof it. You push the button or you push the screen on 2 points.
Right.
And it automatically puts your stagger in. It's pretty awesome. Before I take them off.
So we don't have a grooving iron, and you gonna do that? You doing that in secret?
There's really no secret to grooving a tire. I mean, there is. You can over groove one, and you can obviously make it to where if you're at a racetrack that has a lot of grip, like a daytime show that has a lot of rubber, if you over groove the tire, it'll roll the rubber back over on top of each other, so it'll take traction away from it.
So what, we're gonna be somewhere in the middle on this one?
This one
we're gonna cut it up.
A right rear. I know we're gonna go across here. We're gonna go across here, and then I think we'll go here, 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 and here. Depends on, or we may just do it here, here, and here. And I think last time we wound up cutting it here and here around, and then.
Sounds to me like you got some cutting to do.
Oh yeah.
Get your blades
Hey, and that's another thing too. You can have your blades too hot. You can have your blades
too deep.
Cold, too deep. Oh yeah, the deep situation is a little.
Then we ain't even talked about siping yet. So we went and got a tire out of the shed. This is one. Is this one we ran last time and went on? I don't know what it is, but it was in the shed. This is what the tires come like we just all four mounted up. And this is an example, not an exact. It might look a little different, but basically this is what Cameron will be doing with this grooving and siping.
Used, and that one's new.
Right.
That's the main difference.
So Cameron, how long will it take you, Cameron, to go and take this tire from this to something like that?
It can take almost about 2.5 hours to get it perfect.
At least an hour.
Well,
yeah, if you do it Jesse's. Yeah.
By the time you mount them, size them, scuff them, groove them, and then you got to obviously set your iron a couple different ways.
Right, different sizes.
Got sipes and all that stuff. So it's a sequence, and it can go anywhere from 2 to 2.5 hours
Per tire.
Per tire. And then obviously if we go to like you're on a real heavy sand bed, like heck, the daytime stuff over at Bristol, just run it just like that.
Yeah.
In it, that's it. Let her dig.
But anyway, so what Cameron will do, he'll groove, do all the grooving here. This is siping here where he cuts little slits in there in the tire. What's the purpose of the siping?
Couple things is anytime you put an edge on a tire, it loosens the rubber up. It also allows it to get a little like a traction. It's almost like your shoes. When your shoes run out of tread, it gets slippery. Well, we don't want it to get slippery. We want it to grab a hold of something. So we just gives it something to grab a hold of on the track. And also under like a caution or something, doesn't have it overwork the tire where it can allow it to escape some temperature too. So these tires are constructed a certain way at the factory, and our job is to manipulate this tire to give it the maximum traction for the driver's vehicle.
Safe travel and safe storage.
Well, you never know on the highway what you're going to get behind.
There's liable to be some rain.
That too.
No, they'll wash off all.
Rain has acid in it.
I'm just worried about getting behind a darn manure truck, and they throw us out in the lap. Jesse's
leaving. See ya. Hey, big day tomorrow if it doesn't rain.
Big day.
Get you some rest.
All right.
Cameron, do you find it ironic that you had a serious injury from a tire, nearly died, did die, right, in the helicopter?
August 3rd, 2002.
And here you are.
Wild, I got hit in the head with a race car tire. It was a Hoosier too.
Yeah.
And now I'm doing tire work.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. They August 3rd, 2002, I was sitting here with a race car tire.
So you were in the pits at Southern Raceway and a tire came off a car on the track.
Came off a vintage car. The guy didn't have the right size lug nuts. And it came off and pulled over. We have a stock 5/8 hole with a stock 18 millimeter lug nut or whatever it is. Pulled right over it.
Right. And so you never saw it coming? You were turned the opposite way?
No, that's going to be one of the, I probably would have moved if I'd have seen it flying.
Yeah, I guess you would have.
I didn't see it move or come to me, but I was hitting the head right here, and I was shoved underneath my trailer, and then a water line got busted from the tire hitting it. And there's a guy named Jeff Smith that saved my life. So I didn't have a heartbeat for 4.5 minutes in life flight. And as your hand touches this tire, when a helicopter touched the pad at West Florida Hospital in Pensacola, I started breathing. And the biggest thing is God is my Lord and Savior is the reason why I'm still here. For some reason, I take pride in what I do with this stuff, and I really enjoy it. And I guess you could say I got a good connection with it.
Yeah, well, you do a good job with it. We're proud to have you working on ours. I mean, we're not the only folks. Bo uses you, and there's quite a few folks around. Like just this past week, you were up at Bristol with Coulter.
I was up at Coulter,
So,
and obviously I've done a lot of stuff. Randall Chupp's been a huge mentor of mine, teaching me stuff about tires. Danny Myers, Harold Holly. It's a fun moment. I like doing this stuff. I really do. I appreciate so many people, especially my wife and my kids. Obviously, I wouldn't have had my youngest if I didn't make it. I'm very happy that everybody was in the waiting room the next morning and said a prayer for me, and everybody that takes the time to talk to me. And you all know there's so many people that I can thank. There's so many people that have been by my side and helped me get to where I am. And it's a humongous capital thank you. It's your time, it's your time.
yeah.
And I guess I still had a lot of tires to do.
See you, Cameron. Take care of our tires.
Yep, all going to the spa.
There you go. Take them to the spa. All right, Cameron is going to finish up our tires. We'll do some grooving and siping next time we have a tire video. But there's a little bit about him, a little bit about the tire mounting and sizing process. We're going racing, hopefully with this car Saturday night, possibly weather pending, at Five Flags tomorrow night, Friday night. So be a busy weekend if everything goes as planned, but we're going to be watching the weather and we'll see what happens. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.